Welcome to High Infidelity, the best cheating videos on YouTube. If you enjoy this content, remember to subscribe and turn on notifications. Now let's get into the video.
Me 23 male with my GF 23 F 6 years. She cheated on me, has done everything right since, but I want to break up. GF and I have been together for 6 years since we met at O Week in university. We were each other's first ever relationship / kiss / relationship, etc. We had a largely uneventful relationship. Many ups and some downs, but we worked through it as we grew up from being teens into young graduates / professionals. Last year around October she cheated on me. I was in my final year of medical school. For 6 months prior I was overseas for rotations. Then when I came back I studied / crammed for a month for my final exams. During that time, our relationship was very strained, firstly by the distance and then by my exams. During the rough patch she befriended her coworker in the pharmacy she works at. On the day she cheated, it was a couple days before my finals. We had a fight in the morning about me waking her up after I got in at 4 a.m. from the library. She said I was neglecting her and not considering her needs. I apologize for being so stressed out and not being a good BF for the last few weeks. She said she was frustrated and we'd have a serious talk after her work. She went off to work, then decided to have drinks with her coworkers. She got drunk and ended up blowing one of the guys in the toilets of a bar. Halfway through the act she freaked out and called a mutual friend who picked her up. She then immediately confessed to me what had happened the same night, and she was genuinely shaken / crying about the incident. At that point I was just numb and frazzled from studying. I completely blocked all my feelings out and focused on my final studies. Since that night she has been the perfect girlfriend. She resigned from her old work, which she really enjoyed, and became a waitress until she just recently landed a new pharmacy job. She completely cut contact with all of her old pharmacy coworkers. She has given me 100% access to all of her messages / phone / internet, etc. She always checks in with me about her whereabouts, even though I didn't ask for it. She always asks for my permission to go out, etc. She's hired her own counselor and has paid for couples therapy as well, which I've avoided for the past 6 months. She has been completely honest with me and answered all my questions. She has been cooking / cleaning laundry, etc. for me. Bought me a bunch of new clothes, etc. Bought me tickets to go to Antarctica by myself in December as a graduation present. She has been completely understanding and tolerated me even when I was so cold to her initially after the discovery. She has been an absolute saint and has been trying her hardest to save the relationship. The problem is I just can't get myself to give a S about any of it. When she first told me I was numb to the whole thing. Since then I haven't experienced any strong emotions. I just can't seem to give a F about it. I'm not angry at her, but when I see her all I feel is disgust. I know rationally is doing everything right and is being so understanding, but even then I can't seem to muster any emotion from me other than disgust and indifference. She has tried to kiss me / have since the incident, and all I could manage so far are half-hearted hugs. I asked her not to come to my graduation, which really hurt her feelings, but she completely abided. Every time I reject her advances I see her sadness, and that makes me feel sad as well, but I can't get myself motivated to move on from the incident. I know that time and therapy will help overcome my numbness, but I don't feel like doing it. I've already lessened in my disgust, but I feel that even if she was 100% faithful for the rest of our lives, this incident will always be in the back of my mind. Also I feel relationships shouldn't be this hard this early on. If we're going to therapy to deal with guilt / resentment in our 20s, I can't imagine how bad our relationship will be when we are in our 30s with the stress of finances / kids, etc. I have discussed my feelings with GF over the holidays. I've told her that I feel every other aspect of my life is fine. I've been getting into shape over the past 2 years. I've just started working as a doctor, which I absolutely love. I go to good apartment and new friends, etc. The only part of my life bringing me down is this relationship. However, she is unwilling to accept a breakup. She says she will always fight for us even if I don't want to. I've already moved out away from her, but she always stays over in my new apartment. I know I could easily just get her keys back and block her from my apartment, but I feel like that would be heartless after all the effort she has put in. I've discussed this with my friends, and most agree I should at least try and salvage the relationship. But even then, I still can't muster the willpower to actually try. I'm very happy to move on with my life, but I feel kind of guilty for not trying. So my question is, should I try and save this relationship? Which is what everyone plus my rational part says, or go with my gut and move on? Update. Thanks for the advice, everyone. Several posts really hit home. Firstly, that she is being selfish by pushing to continue the relationship. Secondly, my feelings are justified even if my friends keep pushing for reconciliation. Thirdly, that breaking up is the way to go. Fourthly, that if I loved her I would be able to forgive. Those words and some introspection got me to understand that the ambivalence I am feeling towards her is because I don't love her anymore. The moment she cheated is the moment when all my love was replaced with disgust, and I'm just wasting both of ours time. I realized the only reason I hadn't broken up with her was because I was being meek/lazy/ going for the path with least resistance. Well, 2 days ago, I decided to man up and do the deed. I took the day off work. I called 3 mutual friends and they came to my apartment to pack her stuff up. I then called her over to visit me after work. She had a half day. When she came over, I explained to her why I was breaking up and that I'm giving back her stuff and the gifts she bought and will reimburse her for the Antarctica trip. I told her I don't love her anymore, all I feel is disgust, and it's been a few months. These feelings won't change and the relationship is dead. She wailed and cried and said she'd do better give her another chance / I am the only man for her / we are supposed to get married / have kids etc. / don't throw our future away etc. Frankly, all her emotions had no effect on me. I just couldn't give a single F-ing, which just confirmed my intuition was right. She started causing a scene, so my mutual friends escorted her out. She took her stuff but left me her gifts and said she doesn't want my money. I told her to keep NC and lose my number plus give me back my house keys. We parted and I thought that was that. As I said, her parents are crazy traditional Indians. My dad called me yesterday to tell me about the shenanigans my ex's parents pulled. After I broke up, ex went to her parents' house. Ex's dad and 2 brothers then stormed into my parents' house talking all sorts of trash about how I am a player / scumbag who ruined their daughter. How my family has no honor and I have to marry their daughter if we were decent people lol. They also threatened to ruin our reputation in the Indian community if they don't. My dad told them that I broke up with her due to cheating, not the other way around. My dad has proof and will tell the rest of the Indian community about their daughters warring around if he hears anything negative about my family. They asked to see the proof, so my dad showed them the emails ex sent to me after her cheating, which I had forwarded to my brother for his advice. Ex's family apologized, asked us not to say anything, and then left. Today, I got a couple of calls from mutual friends. Apparently, ex's parents are dragging ex back to India and will probably get her arranged married. Some of my friends suggested I reconcile to save her from this. I told them to shut up and stop trying to influence my love life. If they feel so bad about the situation, then they should go marry her before she gets taken to India. If they can't respect my feelings, then they should lose my number. Frankly, I couldn't care less about some of these mutual friends. I've made new friends at work, so I don't care if I lose some old friends over this breakup. Emotionally, these last 2 days have been fantastic. I've been busy at work and loving every moment of it. Even the crap parts when I had to do a rectal exam on some 60-year-old guy. It feels a weight has been lifted off of me. My parents are also glad I broke up. They'd gotten off my back about marriage and said they wouldn't push for it for at least the next few years. Everything's coming up Millhouse. I just hope there's no more Bollywood-style shenanigans / drama from ex's parents.